Do you know what your technical debt flow rate is? This is essential for understanding the effect that compounding growth of technical debt can have on an organization's growth plans. Say your organization's growth plans is to grow annual turnover by 5% year on year for 5 years. In order to facilitate that growth, it requires new customers, and to keep them happy and continue attracting more new customers. To do that, it requires new products, new features, new staff, new infrastructure, etc., etc. Your existing processes will be introducing technical debt into your underlying infrastructure. These are things like vulnerabilities and misconfigurations that can be exploited by hackers. I'll go into how and why processes are doing this in another video. The importance of this is to highlight how organizational growth, combined with unchecked processes, can increase the rate at which technical debt flows into your infrastructure. As growth plans in our example are to grow 5% year on year for 5 years, the infrastructure must also grow at a rate to support it. Let's say in this example that the infrastructure must also grow at 5% to support the business growth. Because the infrastructure is growing, so is the technical debt that the existing processes allow to be introduced. Let's take a slightly abstract example. If there are 1,000 pieces of technical debt introduced each year, then in year 1, we grow 5% on 1,000. In year 2, we grow 5% on year 1's figure, all the way up to 5 years. And so after 5 years, we have seen nearly 30% growth, which will be nearly 65% after 10 years. To correct an undesirable flow rate, you need to think about how tech debt flows into your environment, which requires looking at your people, teams, processes, and technology and adjusting accordingly. A change in the flow rate is the best indication that the changes you have made further upstream are starting to work or not. In the next video, I'll talk more about these diagrams and how existing processes can lead to the creation of technical debt. I hope you found this useful, and thank you for listening.